Welcome back, everybody. It's summer 2024, and the family has decided to take a vacation down to the Big Easy. That's right, New Orleans in Louisiana. We took a look around and found a hotel called the Crowne Plaza, New Orleans French Quarter, the Astor, and we decided to give this place a shot. It sits right on the corner of Canal and Bourbon Street, so it's right in the middle of the action. So join us today as we talk all about this hotel, and maybe you can decide if this is going to be the right spot for your New Orleans adventure.
I don't want to say that. Checking into the Astor can be a challenge, right? Because as you see, right now there's not a lot of traffic, but when we checked in, this thing was slammed full of people. And this is really the only location to check in. This is the front, and it's right on Canal Street, which is one of the main thoroughfares for the city. Now, the way it worked for us is we were able to park back where that taxi is behind the cars in the second lane over, because this was full. And then as we waited for the valet line to move through the process, I jumped out, checked in, came back out, and then we got to the front of the valet line, unloaded the vehicle, and then went ahead into the room, and the valet took the car. Parking here is a nightmare. You really don't want a car in downtown New Orleans unless you just have to. Now, we're driving to Florida, so we have a car and we needed to park it, and that is gonna come out to the princely sum of about 50 bucks a night. To valet oversizes even more than that. So keep that in mind when you think about coming to the hotel. Now, you can see this is the hotel right here to my right, and why do you stay at the Astor other than you just want to stay at the Astor? Well, it's all about the location. And the location is really interesting because it's right on Canal, as I told you. But if you're looking to have a good time and party a little bit, and you want to get to Bourbon Street, well, all you have to do is go right around the corner to Bourbon Street, which is right there. Now, at nighttime, they block this off. Right now, it's open for traffic. But this is the beginning of Bourbon Street, right? And it continues on that way for quite a distance. And it's full of all the normal kind of things, bars, strip clubs, restaurants. It's all in there, right? And at nighttime, it'll be full of lots and lots of drunk people as well. So if you're looking for the interesting party time, this is where you want to go. And you might consider the Astor just because of its proximity. I mean, it's right there. And then, secret note, if you like crystals, and I love crystals, there's one right around the corner as well. Okay, we're just inside the front door of the Astor now. So when you're checking in, this is the way you're going to go. So you'll come in through the two double doors down to the end of the hall, and check-in is going to be here on your right. Once you're checked in, there's a set of elevators in front and then another set beyond registration as well. If you get hungry, you can always come downstairs to Dickie Brennan's Bourbon House restaurant. I haven't eaten there myself, but I've looked inside and it looks pretty nice. And the location is right because it's right in the hotel lobby. Now let's talk about the room and the facilities. So the entire hotel is older, and you can definitely tell that there's in a nice way, a patina on everything, or it's just a little rundown. It's still nice, but there's a lot of wear and tear. Now, our room specifically, there are a few things that kind of get to me. One, there's no vent in the bathroom, right? So you know when there's no vent there, that leads to all kinds of problems, mold, other things. Our bathroom was okay, but I did hear some other people complaining about problems in their bathroom on our same floor. Inside of our room, there are a few things that I always cover. So one, internet. Internet seems okay. There's Wi-Fi, and it was fast enough for us to do normal kind of touristy things. Air conditioning, a little bit loud, but it's cold, and it got really frigid in the room overnight. And I was actually sleeping over here, and there's a vent right there, and it was blowing really hard in my face. Not that there's a lot you can do about that, but you know, it's kind of annoying. So it's just something to think about. Hot water, plenty of hot water, no problems there. The last piece though, the beds are abysmal. They are absolutely horrible. They're all crunched down and sunk in the middle. They needed to be replaced 10 years ago. The pillows are like this tall and they're like bricks. So your head's gonna be up like this, and even sleeping on my side, my head was up too high. I was really miserable. It was just miserable in the bed. And then when you actually climb in and out, it makes a huge crunching sound. So I think the lifespan on these was over quite a long time ago, and the pillows are all the same, and they're all way too hard and way too tall. This is my personal taste, and maybe this would be the kind of thing that you're into. Maybe you want a bed when two people sleep on it, you're on top of each other because you all slide down to the middle. But for me, it's not the experience that I was hoping for from this hotel. But other than the bed, the room I think was okay, but the beds really need some work. If you need a little exercise while you're here at the Astor, you can always come to the fitness center. The health club is open 24 hours. Here on the third floor, you'll also find the pool. Now, it's not exactly Olympic size, but it gets hot here, and if you want to cool down a little bit, this is the spot. On the door to the pool, it says that it was closed for emergency repair, but it looks like it's open, so I'm not really sure, but there's water in it. In any event, there should be a pool open most of the time.
Well, folks, that brings us to the end of the review. However, there is one addendum that I need to add. So after recording all of the in-room stuff, well, we spent another night, and guess what? The hot water completely disappeared. That's right. There was a whole day with no hot water. It was pretty miserable. So, take that in consideration. I did ask the front desk about it, and then pretty much just got a shrug, and yeah, we know, and it's like this. So, not super positive points there, but it's right on the corner of Canal and Bourbon, so it's in a really, really good location. Again, thank you for watching. Remember, like, subscribe, ring the bell, do all those things, and I'll see you in our next adventure.